Hi guys, today we're going to be using the XP Pen Artist 12 Pro. So it's a pretty cool little device. You can follow along with paper and pencil or a drawing tablet or an iPad or anything you got. So we're going to start today with a circle and two triangles just for fun. And we're going to try and make this into something. All right, we're going to go triangle on this side and triangle on the other side. Now we're starting to look like a little dude or dudette already. We're going to put some big eyes. Sometimes I like to put some big eyes to give character to my characters. And we're going to do a diamond shape here. Don't worry if you don't get it just right. It takes some practice, and that's okay. So I'm going to put two more circles in the eyes here. And I'm going to put some lines in what's going to be the wings. I hope you can see them kind of taking shape there. And I'm going to give them a little funky hair on the top, because every character needs a little bit of pizzazz. So here we go. We're going to put two lines coming out and some wigglies there, and we're going to make it into a tail. So these lines just kind of help make it look like it's waving around in the wind. It's not really. All right, so I'm going to switch over here and use my eraser. If you guys using pencil and paper, just grab your eraser. Doesn't matter where it's from, as long as it erases the lines. And you're allowed to use it, and it's not your neighbor's, I guess. So we're going to erase and make the wings kind of look more like wings. And here I want this bird to be somewhere, not just floating out in outer space. Although, you know what? That would be cool too. So feel free to put a space helmet on your bird if that's what you would like to do. Or you can make him an underwater penguin bird. You can do anything you want. I, myself, am going to make him sitting on a little branch. And we're going to make an easy little branch here. And as you can see, I kind of messed up around the feet. And that's okay, because happy little accidents happen during art all the time. Thank you, Mr. Bob Ross. And sometimes they make our art better. In the long run, when we make mistakes, we learn. And you can't learn without making mistakes. So I say make some safe little mistakes every day, and that's okay with me. So here we're going to color in the eyes. And I could use a fill bucket here because I have that available. But you can just color them in with your pencil or pencil crayon or a marker. I'm using Krita, which is a free drawing app. And I enjoy the free apps just because they're accessible to everyone. So it takes a little time when you're drawing in the eyes sometimes, but I really enjoy the look of big eyes on characters. I don't know why. I've always kind of just enjoyed it. So I'm going to add some little fluff on this tummy there. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit because my eyes are probably not as good as yours at home. And I think I'm going to use the fill tool here. You guys can color in with your pencils or pencil crayons or markers or anything you want, or anything your parents say is okay to use. I'm making a little yellow bird here, and I'm going to give a little bit of red. So a little bit of kind of like a funky looking bird here. And I decided that I did not like the red on the feet. So I'm going to make them like a dark kind of blue. And then I'm going to add a couple details here. So I switched back to the pen tool. So I'm just going to close that off so I can color it in, because in Krita you have to have things closed off to color them in with the fill tool. And I decided maybe I'm going to make the wings a little funky here too. So I put some extra lines here, and I'm going to go back to that red, and I'm going to fill it in. And I don't know if you guys can hear the train in the background here. If you do, I'm sorry. I live in a town full of trains. Just seems to be the way of it. All right, we're going to put some brown here and some green to fill in for the leaves. And then I'm taking a look and I'm going, I don't think I'm quite done yet. And that's the beauty of art. You can always take a look and go, I wonder what I can do to make this a little bit different or a little bit better or a little bit funkier or a little bit happier or sadder. You can give emotion. I find blue eyes on characters tends to give a lot of emotion. A lot of Disney characters you see will have big blue eyes. And as you can see, I'm not doing anything to perfection here. I'm just kind of creating the character. And if I was going to use this character in a book, I would probably redraw it about 15, 20, sometimes even 30, 35 times in order to get it just the way I want it. And I would make small little changes as I went and just kind of saw if I liked them or not. Now, if you zoom out, this kind of looks a little bit like a lemur's head, doesn't it? It's kind of funny how it worked out like that. But it also looks like a bird. So we're going to call it a bird for today, and we're going to put a little more details into the branch there. I'm just adding some darker lines to give it some shadow along the bottom. And we're going to do the same here with the tree, with the leaves. We're going to kind of make some leaves, create some shadow. Now, shadow always helps create depth, like the shadow on the top of the eye. Makes it look like the eyelids are kind of jutting out a little bit above it so that there's a little bit of shadow. And you can give a lot of things depth with shadow, and some of my things I give them lots of shadow afterwards. This, I think we're happy there. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and come draw with me again next week. Okay, bye-bye.